That kind of pass, just
I don't play that shot in this game. That's what
Being honest and transparent, I'll tell you, it has been, the past few years have been bad, but from the way that the national team, the NFF, the management of Nigeria Football Association are putting, I'm seeing lots of improvement, and with grace and the way they are going, in the next few years, Nigeria Grassroots football will be at the top level. We have great talents all around the country and all Africa at large.
Today is the first day. We have matches tomorrow. We'll have matches during the week next week. So it's a league. It will end July 30th, and then we have the Lagos edition starting in August. Then we have the winners of Abuja play the winner of Lagos in Ibadan. It was planned. Because, you know, at a point where Nigeria needs togetherness, at a point where the youth needs to be together and the grassroots. So we're all together in this progress, and then it will get better from there.
Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, good one for Morocco. That should be the news trending in the world of sport, really. Morocco have shocked the whole world for the fact that they've been the first African nation to qualify for the semi-final of the World Cup. What a way to go. Really, the Atlas Lions show class so far in this tournament. Against all, they've shown to the world that it is very, very possible. And right now, that particular opportunity to get to the semi-final has actually added one more slot to African slot at the World Cup. That will be in 2026. And from the way it is, Morocco are ready to go places, even though it's going to be a difficult one against France, but it is very, very achievable. If they could do it against Portugal and Spain, who says they can't against France? Never underrate them. Well, once again, welcome you on the show as we quickly run through Nigerian story first. Yes, National Sports Festival 2022 ended in Asaba, where Team Delta retains title. Yes, they did that stylishly by winning 640 39 medals. They are a good one for them. And right now, Delta are celebrating the fact that they hosted and they win, or rather they won the competition, hosted and win, and right now they are the champions of Nigeria when it comes to National Sports Festival, the Nigeria Olympics, because they did everything possible to make sure they actually did well against other states that came for that competition. 320 gold medals ain't a joke at all for Delta State. Really, they show class against the remaining 30, at least. You look at other states, 35 plus the FCT right now. Delta State are really showing why they are the #1 in sport. They won the competition after they defended it. They won the Edo competition. That is the one that was held in Benin the last time. And now they also did well in this one, winning it back-to-back. Yes, a good one for Delta State. That actually has been confirmed that Ogun State will be the next state to host the competition in 2024. Well, that will be in Abeokuta, where all eyes will be on Abeokuta now to see if they can actually host it. And Oyo State has been put on standby as a state that will be hosting if Ogun State cannot meet up that particular slot of being the host given to them. So Oyo is on standby while Ogun is the recognized state to host 2024 National Sports Festival. Congrats to Delta State. Congrats to all the remaining states that participated. It's not easy, but really Delta State has really come to stay when it comes to sport in Nigeria. Think of that state first. Well, right now, celebrating all the other states for what they did. Kano, Katsina, Nasarawa, FCT, Bayelsa, Edo, all of them, they did well, getting gold, bronze, and also silver at the competition that took place in Asaba 2022. Well, away from that, let's talk about cricket. Nigeria qualifies for 2023 finals in Namibia after a brilliant courting at ICC T20 in Rwanda. They went to Rwanda, they conquered. They were able to, at least they came second behind Tanzania, and it was a tough one for them. Despite that, they were able to do it against like Sierra Leone. Even Rwanda, the host nation, also was beaten by Nigeria. Right now, Nigeria have actually qualified for the tournament that will be coming up in Namibia. That's the last qualifier, and hopefully we'll see our senior men get into the World Cup. Really, cricket has come to stay in Nigeria. ICC T20 tournament in Rwanda favored us. They really played well. They were able to do well. All the matches, all the games they play, they won. And in fact, from the way it is, right now they have 8 nations to compete with at the time they get to Namibia for the last qualifiers that has to do with T20 ICC, International Cricket Council World Cup qualifiers. Wishing them the best there. And now we move away from cricket. Let's talk about Morocco. Yes, 2022 World Cup, Morocco hit jackpot for the fact that they were able to qualify for semi-final. That would get them a whooping $25 million. That's the story we are looking at there. 2022 World Cup, Morocco hit biggest jackpot in African football history. It has never happened. And an African nation will get to the semi-final of the World Cup. Ghana tried, they couldn't. Senegal, all of them tried, they could not. But right now, the Atlas Lions of Morocco, they are the first African nation to actually get this particular record, and that has at least accorded them that opportunity to have $25 million. Yes, if they are able to scale through France, they will get $27 million at least in that particular rating. But right now, Morocco, the world being celebrated by the whole African for the record they broke and also the one they set right now for what they did against Spain and Portugal. Very unforgettable unforgettable moment right now. Like the whole, looking at the jump of that particular player, 2.78. That's the jump where he was able to score that goal. Talking about Nurayo there. Good one for Morocco. Really have to appreciate what they did, getting to break so many jinx that have been following African nations at the World Cup. Really, they did well, and really need to appreciate what the Atlas Lions of Morocco, they've done so far at the World Cup. No one gave them the chance, but they've started so well, and so far they are yet to lose any match, and they've been moving by each game as they play. Out of the 26-team squad, well, the news have it that 16 were foreign-based, but really, if it comes to Nigeria, our own foreign base is not actually helping matters here, but their own seems to be working for them. Right now, Morocco will be facing France, another Herculean task, but let's even leave that aside. But for now, let's celebrate Morocco. And I have in the studio, in the person of Kabiru, who will be giving us some, at least, talk concerning this Morocco versus maybe versus the world at the World Cup. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
We couldn't have Charles or Haji, so we quickly have to talk with Kabiru. Kabiru, looking at what Morocco did at the World Cup so far, getting to qualify for the semi-final is not a child's play, no means feat at all. They've done well, playing against Croatia, goalless, bundling out Belgium, beating Spain, beating Portugal, and you are like, wow, what a way to go for Morocco.
Yeah, you see, actually, one would attribute Morocco's success to practice. Even before the World Cup, I believe they sat on the round table and they know who was going to do who and who was going to do what in the pitch. And that's what sports generally entails. You see, talking about Morocco, Morocco took everybody by shock because they never knew if African country would go to that extent. Nobody thought of Morocco. But when they play the first, second, third matches, you should know, yes, these people are out for something. For me, I know they could go further than this, but for me, even if they don't go further than this, they have set a pace, not just for the Moroccans,
for Africa,
but for the Africans, entire continent. It's not easy. When you have the like of these big, weak players there, you can see Ronaldo crying that day. You know what it means for an African country from that part to whip them. If it is Nigeria, it will be okay. They have big weeks, they have big stars. They have big stars too, but talking about Morocco,
no one set that standard for them, because before the tournament actually started, it was either Senegal, Ghana. People were not even really looking at Morocco and Tunisia. People were looking at Ghana, Senegal, probably Cameroon, but attention was on Senegal and Ghana. And when Sadio Mane got injured, well, after losing their first game, Senegal picked up the pieces. They started doing well until they were too respectful to England before they were bundled out. But really, and their attention was on Ghana. Maybe Ghana could do it against Uruguay, and then they would scale through. Well, they went to sleep. But for Morocco, no one really put much attention. But when they started playing Croatia, playing the likes of Belgium, all the matches they play so far, it seems each game that comes, they keep improving, they keep moving, and they keep pushing, and it's really working for them. I remember before this World Cup, Ziyech was having issue with the technical crew, but they had to settle it. They brought him into that team, Achraf Hakimi, all the stars from that was actually born abroad. 14 of them, out of 26, 14 were born abroad. But really, the 14 that came from abroad, that was born there, really have shown that they respect Morocco as a country. Not like our own here, where everybody plays one kind of big boy football. Look at what Super Eagles call. A lot of Nigerians are still not happy up to this moment.
They can't even run after the ball.
But really, Morocco really showed that we can work together, either home, either away, either foreign player or local player. We can do this. And as I speak to you, with the Casablanca of Morocco, that's a club. They have more players at this World Cup right now, even than Barcelona and the Chelsea of this world. You understand? So Morocco really shows to the whole Africa that it is very, very possible. What we were thinking, oh, it's not possible. It is possible. It's just that we need to do the right thing. Look at that team. They defend well. They play as a team.
On offensive, they are strong.
Very well. If they notice anywhere it's lacking, they work together as a team. They move ahead. No particular player is to be celebrated over others. Everybody's playing like a team.
Everybody have roles.
Yes. You cannot pick a particular player now. If you think of Morocco team now, you can't think of the way you think Argentina. You think Messi, you think Ronaldo, you think Mbappe. Now, if you think Croatia, you think Modric, right? If you think Argentina, you think Messi. If you think France, Mbappe comes to your mind. But right now, if you think Morocco, you just think Morocco is blank. But you know that they have players
They are
that
all
could do it.
encompassing.
Even though unconsciously, Hakimi and Ziyech will actually come. But really, if you check it, that squad, very, very compact.
Exactly. Exactly. I would urge them to do more because it goes a long way to tell you that yes, in Africa, anything can happen. And when you take a look at their defense, on defense, they are very tight. On offense, the same thing. And one very good thing I like about them is, you know, they don't when they play against the referee. They play against the referee. You know, once the referee blows anything against them, instead of them to go and meet the referee challenging, no, they let it go. And they have a very good tactician.
Good one.
Yes, they have a very good coach who set the pace for them.
Ragrao has really done well for Morocco right now. Really, talking about Morocco now, we continue with that talk. Let's join Omar Akatugba, who will be joining us from Germany. Omar, are you there? Okay, while we're still waiting for Omar Akatugba to join us to give us his own... okay, Omar, let's have you. We've been talking concerning Morocco for what they've done so far. I know you know you are really celebrating Morocco too. Good to have you.
Thank you. What Morocco has done is incredible. No African team, I mean, that is already known by everyone. They've set a record, first African team to reach the semi-final. And it's very interesting because even domestically, Morocco are not a superpower. Morocco have won just one AFCON in their history. They are not among the first 5 most successful teams, even on the continent of Africa. But they've taken it to another level by reaching the World Cup semi-final, the most prestigious football tournament in the world. You know, and that is why it is very more. That's why it is. Excuse me. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, that is why it is much more incredible. The last AFCON. Sorry, my mom is trying to call me.
Okay.
The last AFCON, they were knocked out in the quarterfinal by Egypt, and like I said, they are not a great team as far as the history of the African nations. Mommy, why now? as far as the history of the African Nations Cup is concerned. And here we are, they've set a record, they've done an incredible stuff. Even if they get knocked out by France, they're overachieved.
Good one there from Omar Akatugba joining us from Germany. But really, we look at Morocco, from what you have said, even if they are knocked out, they've done well by getting to the semi-final. It's not an easy history they have actually made so far, beating Spain, beating Portugal, and right now going to be facing France. Now, let me ask you a question. What if they also shock the whole world by beating France?
Well, what they have done so far means that they can do it. They are the giant killers. They've beaten Portugal, Belgium, Spain. Teams don't come bigger than that. They beat a team with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo played about 30 or 40 minutes. I mean, that's enough for a great player as Ronaldo to do the damage, right? But they stopped Ronaldo. So if they could stop Ronaldo, they can stop Kylian Mbappe, Giroud, Dembele, Griezmann, and the likes. I think that Morocco has got what it takes. They've not considered a goal in this tournament, and that is absolutely humongous. For a team that were outsiders, were underdogs before the tournament started, they've completely torn the bookmakers' prediction. They've basically rewritten history, and that is something that everyone must be careful. I think France will be doing a lot of study now on the Moroccan team. They will not come all out thinking that, hey, this is going to be an easy one. I'm sure they will be studying the Moroccan team's games from the first match of the tournament up on. They would like to see what makes this team fit, what makes this team unbreakable. Why are these guys so solid that it's difficult to beat them? Why did Spain not beat them? Why did Belgium not beat them? And why did Portugal with Cristiano Ronaldo not beat them? So France will be coming up against not just Morocco, but against Africa, against the Arab world, and against the host nation, Qatar, plus against destiny. And that perhaps might be France's most difficult game so far of this tournament.
Well, I like that particular word you just used now, Omar, by saying against destiny. Really, it's going to be a tough one because Morocco, they are now a team of destiny. I like that tag now. Maybe they should get that from you. Journalists should pick that up and tag Morocco, team of destiny.
Team of destiny.
Now, Omar, before I let you go, let me just take you on this briefly before I let you go. I know you are very close to Victor Osimhen. What's happening concerning Osimhen?
Sure.
News actually have it that Manchester United and other clubs are coming. How true is this?
Victor Osimhen is the African striker right now. He won the most emerging player of the year award at the Dubai Globe Award. That says it all. That tells you of the sort of talent that Victor Osimhen is. So all of these interests from clubs in Europe are not a surprise. I've actually been privy to some of these, interests. Manchester United, yes, they have been interested in Victor for the past 7 months. In fact, Victor is a very important part of their plan for the future. That's a major player they want to use to replace the fallen hero Cristiano Ronaldo. Sorry, Cristiano Ronaldo. So it's not a surprise. It's a rumor that has but they will have to be ready to cough out something in the region of 100 because Victor is a very important player for the Italian club, and they spent over 70 million and they want to really, really cash out. Victor is stock in trade. They buy these players, sell them, make money, and then they get a new one. So Victor will be on his way out. When, I don't know. Where, I'm not sure. For how much? Maybe for around 100. But we have to keep our fingers crossed.
We have to keep our fingers crossed. Coming from Omar Akatugba there from Germany. Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Always a pleasure.
Good one. Well, at least Omar just tagged Morocco, the team, destiny team right now. But really, from what he has said so far, we've seen that Morocco can actually, it is very possible that they can show. They can too actually pull some strings there. Well, right now, before we go quickly, let's talk about the NBA. Yes, NBA matches, games were played. Let's look at the results of the NBA as we talk about Brooklyn Nets, 136 against Indiana Pacers. They won by 3. And you have LA Clippers, 114 against Washington Wizards. Cleveland Cavaliers, 110 against Oklahoma City Thunder, who scored 102. Dallas Mavericks, 115 against Chicago Bulls, who were bullish enough, 144 against 115. Boston Celtic, yes, their main man actually did well for them. Jokic there, 107 against 123, but they lost that game. Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry showing class. Jason Tatum, all of them fought hard, but really for Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry did well. You have Utah Jazz, Denver Nuggets rather. I was about to mention Jokic for that place there. 110, 115. Minnesota Timberwolves, 118. They lost against Portland Trail Blazers. Phoenix Suns, 124 against New Orleans Pelicans, who won 129 against 124. While Milwaukee Bucks, we have Antetokounmpo, they lost that game against Houston Rockets with their Rockets 97-92. KB, I know you're a basketball fan, in fact a player. Let's talk about this briefly.
Well, let me start with Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn right now, they're in their form because formerly it was Kevin Durant that was doing all the dirty work.
But I think they mixed
but
it
now. Kevin Harden is back from his suspension and all that. And you can see now, not even only him, they are just playing, they are rotating this thing because Kevin Durant is a power forward. Kevin Harden, he plays one, he's a point guard. So from the point guard to the power forward, the game is going to blossom. You can see all the matches they have been playing so far since where Kevin Harden came. He has been playing, he didn't perform below par. He has been keeping up to expectation despite the team calling him down. Lost 8 matches without getting paid. He has to come back with all his streams and pulls, and even the supporters gave him a notch, and yes, he is performing more better. Now talking more about Golden State Warriors, when we have the likes of Steve Curry. Now what is really baffling me in that team is that they think Steve Curry is the only person that can shoot. No, now they are beginning to get more shooters. We have Paul there. we have Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson actually did well. I think he scored about 32 or thereabout.
Yeah, he had 41 points, 11 rebounds, and he had almost 6 assists in a match. Statistically, if you have to look at that in basketball, he has done a big job for the team. Why? Because they were thinking maybe Steve Curry will be the one shooting from outside the paint. But no, he takes it down to Thompson. If Thompson is not there, he pulls it back to Poole. So imagine, so they have 3 good shooters. I'm talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. He has been doing good, and the last match they lost.
I like the way you coined the name back to Nigerian name, but it's Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo, yes, exactly. Even if they were calling, they were just Antetokounmpo. You hear that Tokounmpo will come out.
Try to add some Greeks there.
Yes, he's a Greek man that he has done a lot for books. And right now, I don't think they want to trade him because he has been the mind behind the team right now.
Good one there. Coming from Kabiru, talking about the NBA, and you can't forget Mark DeRozan too, also scoring. Quickly before we go, PSG to make striker Marcus Rashford one of football highest paid players. They want to offer big money for Marcus Rashford right now. Talking about PSG, and the last one says Brazilian Football Federation hope Pep Guardiola will be interested in coaching the national team. That's the story that right now a lot of people are like, wow, Brazil coming from Pep Guardiola. Well, we wait to see how that particular news will be breaking. If truly it will become something that Brazil will go for Pep Guardiola, we wait to see. That will be it on 360 Sport. We appreciate Omar Akatugba joining us from Germany, and also Kabiru. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Good one. I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.